Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the...
Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase we're going to be looking at none other, that is of course Generation 1 Optimus Prime. However, this is a slightly different review. What this is more of an educational video, and I suppose more of a showcase to highlight and make you guys aware of some of the crazy variants of this particular figure. This is the final error box version of Optimus Prime. There are 3, and as we all know, he was released in 1984, but he went through a couple of changes or a couple of errors or things that were slightly different, shall we say, before we got to the standard, what we know as Optimus Prime figure. The first one I've done a video on was where he still had the metal plates inside the trailer, which of course came from the Diaclone. The second one, again, I've done a video on it, was the light blue parts, which this one also has. And this is the third and final error box version. There are still other variants around, but this is the third and final first release, shall we say. So again, we know that he was released in 1984, and we know that this was an error because what we've got here is at the bottom of the box there's the satellite dish, which has come underneath, which of course was corrected, and it was corrected quite quickly. It's basically a factory error, it's a production mistake again, and it was picked up on, so anything that got out of course means that it is a very, very early first release. The other couple of things to be aware of is there's no white borders here on these boxes, and with it being a very, very early release, above the S there's a TM and not a registered trademark. Just to confirm this, and before you guys run off to check your own Optimus Primes, here is a standard one. As you can see, the error has been corrected, so it's cut off as normal. The white boxes are present, and we now have the R for the registered trademark. So there you go. You can just see a couple of the differences there. So this is the first releases. Let's have a look inside then. So this is, as I say, what's known as the smooth bumper variant. Now the smooth bumper variant also came with light blue parts, and if you haven't seen the light blue parts video, I'm going to show you what they are on this one as well. Anyway, so let's carefully slide that out, and it might be really apparent there as soon as I stand this up. Can you make out? I'm not too sure yet, but what I'm going to do now, just to save you guys hearing the horrible sounds of me sliding this out the polythene, I'm going to take him out and I'm going to come straight back to you. Okay then, so I've taken it out of the polystyrene, and first and foremost, let's have a quick look at the trailer and the differences. So I've mentioned that it's got light blue parts, and hopefully this will be much more apparent now. Where I see there, you can turn it underneath, and if I get a standard trailer, you can see just how much darker the parts are there. You probably didn't even realize it yourselves that they are so much darker than what these are. The other thing we can see is that the error box has the light blue parts and just a T, whereas the version that you've probably seen on your Optimus Prime will have the standard T2, which of course again is exactly that word, it is standard. The other thing, it wasn't just the struts, it was, I've got to be super careful with this, it was, and the reason for this is because, there we go, oh, there's all the light blue in there. Yeah, the reason for that is the trailer is still basically using the same mold as what had the metal plates in, but it doesn't have the metal plates in, so it makes it harder to open. There's the light blue parts. There are your standard Optimus Prime parts, and again you can really start to see the difference now. And the final thing before we have a look at the crazy difference on the cab is of course roller, and there is a huge color difference right there. But so this is what makes this version so different and so unique. It's the smooth bumper. Now you're probably thinking, you might not even have realized, but if you look at the smooth bumper there, I can't think of a better word apart from nipples. Unfortunately, he has no nipples at the front. And just again to prove that you're not going mad, and I know you're going to be running off and checking all yours now. See, there they are. There's the 2 nipples on there. So that's a standard Hasbro. This is a Sage A1, which I've got, and again they're on there. This is a Mexican one, so excuse the eyes. This is a Mexican one, so on every other variant, on all of the ones that I've got from around the world, they've all got these little nipples on. But the smooth bumper is exactly that. There is the smooth bumper variant. If you knew about this and you've got one, fantastic. If you didn't know about this and you've got one, let me know in the comments, because I'm sure, well, I'd love to find out. Of course, the other small difference is the fact that there's no rub sign, because of course it was definitely a 1984 release. Anyway, guys, hope you found this interesting and educational. I'm going to continue. You'll be pleased to know there's no more error boxes, but I'm going to continue with my variants of Optimus Prime to help you guys identify all of yours as well. So keep your ideas and suggestions coming forward, and of course, please take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.